Joining us now, legendary big league pitcher and Red Sox Hall of Famer, the Rocket, Roger Clemens. And Roger, you played 24 seasons in the major leagues. You've forgotten more baseball than a lot of people, including myself, have known. You've seen it all, but never have you seen baseball being played under a global pandemic. So I'm curious to get your thoughts. How do you view how baseball managed to put together the 2020 season, overcoming hurdles, putting in health and safety protocols, creating a 60-game schedule to the finish line? It seems like they had a massive undertaking.
You take every game, one game at a time now, and you sit back and watch, and you hope that you don't hear any of the guys getting COVID and then have to miss a long period of time. You can see, and I think most of the viewers and baseball fans know that there's been more than a handful of big name players that have decided to opt out and not even participate this year because they may be expecting a new one in the family, or I think Buster Posey said I think they were adopting some little ones. So there's all kinds of stuff you watch there. The protocol looks good. Looks like the guys are spread out from what you can tell from the first two games yesterday. So again, the Sox will, it's going to be fun to watch them. It's going to be interesting to hear how they pipe in sound. I think they're piping in sound and noise. I think the announcers are still there. I think the guys still have their walk-up music, so they're trying to get it as close as they can. I don't think it'll be like, I was kind of looking forward to the NBA season, but I wish we could go back to the mid 80s, late 80s when Larry Bird was trash talking with nobody in the stands. Then you could hear that trash talking a little bit. The focus point as a pitcher going to the mound, when you really, especially at home, when you rely on the energy of the fans to maybe get you through a tough inning, you're not going to have that now. So you're going to have to draw, the three things I've always talked about, physically being ready. Mentally, you have to be ready to overcome anything. And then sometimes emotions come into play. I think the emotional part is going to be real hard to grasp a hold of, So it's going to be fun to watch. It is a sprint. I think the managers, when they talk about National League, American League, I think both managers in both leagues now are going to have to manage with some urgency.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch strategies and how this whole thing develops. And it begs the question, we wonder how you would fare under the Corona Ball era. And slightly on that note, Nathan Eovaldi making his first career opening day start at any level. You tied for third most in baseball history with 13. 8 came right here in Boston. What's it like getting that nod from your manager and being the first to touch the ball to set the tone to start a season?
Yeah, that part's exciting. I mean, when you're coming to the ballpark to get ready, I think regardless of what's going on, you're out there, you're the number one guy. Every starter, we always say that those guys are number one on their day, and you have to be ready. But it's nothing, it's a privilege to have grab the ball opening day for your team and go out there and try and get you off to a great start. And again, the importance of a short season to be able to do that. So, again, I'll be watching all the guys real close like I do down here. I think it's the Red Sox have an interesting lineup. When you have J.D. Martinez hitting second, your DH, I mean, that's pretty solid right there. And Pilar's going to be – he's a fantastic outfielder, and I've always appreciated my outfielders being able to run that ball. I pretty much was a fly ball pitcher instead of a ground ball pitcher, so those guys had to be on their horse and be ready. But yeah, I mean, it's Fenway Park. You're getting underway. You're getting to play ball. You're getting to do what you love to do. And just stay as safe as possible. Adhere to the protocol, what's going on. We're wearing masks down here in Texas again. I think you're seeing the numbers spike up around the country a little bit because more people are getting tested. We have this league down here where we brought in 110 top prospects just so these kids could, I say kids, they're young men, could get some playing time. And as anyone knows, including yourself, if you're a top-notch minor leaguer that missed the bubble team, missed the 40, 50, or 60 of being in, being there working out, getting ready for this season, you cannot go 13 months without, seeing a live arm. It's just, it'll be detrimental to your progress and development. So we're real fortunate here that we're doing that, but we're being tested every Sunday. And so far, so good. I mean, I think there's only been 2 guys. One of them was a front office personnel So we're trying to do everything we can, and to have baseball. It was shown on TV down here. We got some guys that are some ex Red Sox that played for the Sox not too long ago in the big leagues, and so it was just a really cool thing that we're able to put together to bring all these guys in here to play the kickoff. I think they've got about 8 games under their belt now. So
In your final 2 seasons, you retired, then unretired a few times, and because of that, you didn't get the full season of a normal, say, 30 starts, probably 200-plus innings, very similar to what these guys are facing with the 60-game schedule, which breaks down to about 12 starts. With a lighter workload, does that change your approach to a season as you get prepared?
yeah, it just depends on where the guys are at. I don't know if their arms are conditioned to throw 5 innings right out of the gate. I think it will be taxing on your bullpens. Your bullpen guys are going to be the stars. They're going to come in and really, I think, carry a lot of the load right now. Just depends on what happens. Again, if you can, attack the strike zone, be efficient, and not get hit around too much in doing that. Some of these guys, these number one, number two guys in the league, they have electric stuff where they may be able to do that. But again, I would think that you're going to be somewhere around 60 to 75 pitches. Probably you have to keep an eye on the guys, and then after 2 or 3 starts, that'll finish you up like a spring training type setting. I think the pitchers need spring training more than the hitters do. The hitters always are saying that after week 4, they're ready to get out of Florida and get going. And some of the pitchers just need to be, try and get around the 100 pitch mark. But I don't think you'll see that for about 1 or 2 starts by each one of the starters before they really get stretched out and get going.